It was an experience we will never forget. With tag and hunting license in hand, we were northbound to hunt the Great American Bull Elk. It felt like yesterday we were talking about how Frankie had entered the draw for Unit 7 West. As Thanksgiving had come and gone, we met early in the morning to load up equipment and gear. Fortunately, Mother Nature had held off and we were hopeful that the ground was dry. From the late 1800s to the early 1930s, efforts to repopulate and establish elk in northern Arizona were underway by the Elks Lodge in Winslow, Arizona. Since then, Game and Fish have permitted elk hunting in Arizona since 1935 to present time. Current numbers of elk range anywhere from 10 to 12,000, spanning over 6,900 square miles of Arizona public lands.
Howdy.
Hi.
Howdy. We're looking for the nearest elk.
Trying to find the... As opening day was upon us, we woke up to 6 inches of fresh snow on the ground. Everything we owned outside was covered in snow, trucks, equipment, and gear. We were hoping this would make it easier to track the elk, but we also knew that there was an apparent risk of trekking around wet rocks in the mountains. Arriving at our destination and looking at the maps, we had our sights set on a couple ridgelines we had scouted days earlier. Weather conditions and visibility continued to diminish around us. It seemed that the more we hiked in, the more it snowed. As we made our way to the top of the ridge, we were presented with low-hanging fog that limited our visibility to the mountaintops. Once in position, we finally caught a break in the storm, and it allowed us to glass over to see this small herd of elk across the ridge. After the shot was dispatched, we monitored the elk's status and the rest of the herd to see which direction they would go. The elk cut across the mountain to the south. Our bull elk badly injured in the front right leg. As we continued to track the injured elk, we would stop and feel him get up from his bed-down position and continue running. We knew that he was injured badly because we could identify small pools of blood under trees, which meant he was looking for a spot to bed down. Continuing our chase for more than 3 miles of hills, fresh snow, and fallen trees, we made a point to take a rest and let the elk bed down. Our intent was to wait a few minutes and move forward towards the blood trail. With the day getting late and our energy levels dropping, we had concerns of the elk leaving the west side of the boundary unit. With exhaustion sinking in, the elk had moved to a place where it was not able to escape with the badly damaged leg. As Frankie dispatched the final bullet, the elk dropped below a spruce tree to its final resting place. Although the last shot was not filmed as we moved toward the animal, the vision in my head of him standing on that rock formation will live forever. The site where the last bullet flew was the site of something stronger. It was the taking of a life, but not for waste. It was to provide bigger meaning that would last a lifetime. It is not a trophy or a game. It is bigger than that. It's supporting public lands, having proper herd management, and knowing where your food comes from.
Good job, man. Thank
you. With the elk loaded in the truck, we made our way back to camp. With a smile on everyone's face, I couldn't help but notice how nice of a day it had become.
He's in, baby.
Woo! Good job.
Just after the elk dropped, our friend Jacob arrived with beer and homemade chocolate chip cookies we couldn't have been any happier to see. We are forever thankful for the GPS tracking that allowed him to find us. Catching the final sunset of opening day felt good. It was knowing that we had filled the tag and we were in for a good night of eating.
Salute.
Salute.
Cheers.
Congrats,
Good job,
Frankie.
Good job. Thank you.
What a moment.
Thank you, everybody.